Hi, I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the speech team at Allen B. Shepard High School in Palos Heights. With me today, very fortunate to have some of the team members, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves in just a second. On my left, we've got the coach, Jim Dunaway. Jim, thank you very much for being here this morning. Thank you all for being here. Before we turn to your athletes, can I ask you first, how long have you been teaching at Shepard, and how long have you been the speech team coach?
This is my 5th year at Shepard, and I've been the head coach for 4 years.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's meet the competitors here, the speech team members. And I know it's Macy, but go ahead. Macy, what's your name? What events do you do?
Yeah, my name's Macy Balban, and I do oratorical declamation, and then recently Enzo and I just did humorous duet acting.
Can you tell us what oratorical declamation looks like, and also the HDA?
Yeah, so oratorical declamation, or DEC, is like a short 8-minute speech that you take from another source like TED Talks or a commencement speech, and then you memorize it and perform it as if it was your own. And then humorous duet acting is like a short, 8-minute play with minimal set, so like a table and 2 chairs, and it's supposed to be funny.
Good. Supposed to be. I'm
Yeah.
sure it was. All right, I'm sure it was. Enzo, how about you? Introduce yourself and what events are you in?
All right, I'm Enzo Restivo. I competed in extemporaneous speaking, and I did the HDA with Macy.
Hi, I'm Mohammed Siddiqui, or Mo, and I also competed in extemporaneous speaking.
All right, so I think we know, but I'm not going to assume. Who wants to take you both did it, extemporaneous?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You go first.
So extemporaneous speaking is you're given a political question, whether it be international or a domestic question, and you have 30 minutes of prep time where you're given access to the internet and the 30 minutes, and you have to formulate and research an answer to the question, and then perform in 7-minute speech after.
I was going to say, for a lot of people, public speaking is stressful enough, and then add in the extemporaneous part, that's impressive. Nice job, man. All right, how about, I know the season just wrapped up, so Coach, can you talk a little bit, how did the year go for the Astro speech team? Maybe some of the highlights.
Well, this year we had actually 2 tournament champions. Mohammed Siddiqui was a tournament champion in extemporaneous speaking.
Congratulations.
And Macy Balaban was a tournament champion, the regional tournament champion for oratorical declamation.
Congratulations, Macy.
So the year went very well for us. I got to see our team members improve their skills, improve their standings in speech and competitions, and so overall, while we didn't have anyone go to state, I still consider this a successful season.
I say, when you see them compete at a high level like that, have some of the success that they had, right? And also, I'm assuming had a good year, had a fun year, and definitely improved as the year went on. Those are all check, right? I want to let each of you speak to a little bit, what was a highlight for you this season, or a favorite competitive moment, or that was a fun tournament?
I always like Noel and the OL because it's Christmas themed and Santa's there. But I also had fun. I won a couple tournaments, which was really cool. It's my first year winning first place and tournament champion. And then also it was fun doing a funny event instead of serious 8-minute speeches. So
We talk about the HDA.
yeah.
And I hope you liked the speech, Noel, not just because Santa was there and it was about gifts, right? Or
Maybe.
or partly, maybe
Yeah.
partly. All right, Enzo, how about you? What was a highlight or a favorite moment for you this season?
My highlight of my season would definitely have to be going out with our HDA for the first time, because it was such a stark contrast from the seriousness of extemp to just having fun, pretending to be other characters. That was definitely the highlight of my season.
Yeah, for people who haven't seen, HDA is a fun one. I mean, you get to laugh. It's entertaining in that way, and it's like you said, a complete different deal than extemporaneous. Mohammed, how about for you?
My highlight this season was consistently making finals in every tournament, and mostly it would be throughout halfway through the season. I almost entirely got over the fear of public speaking, I had innately, where my legs would get shaky and my mouth would not work anymore, but that all stopped at one point when I became comfortable enough to.
I like it that I don't think people saw that one coming, right? Somebody who's making it to finals and all these tournaments and yet still is nervous and shaky about public speaking. All right. Thank you all for doing that. How about turn away from speech for just a second. I'm going to ask you all, favorite subject in school?
English.
Excellent answer.
Physics.
Also English.
Another is a former English. Excellent answer. All right. How about this? Any other club, sports, or activities at Shepard?
Everything. Yeah. Like mathletes, lit mag, NHS. Those are the important ones.
Ooh, ouch. How about, do you have, like, are there favorites in there? Or are those the ones you listed, or that you love them all?
I like the competitive ones, so speech and mathletes are the ones I'm like most involved in. And like I get to win stuff.
Like she has this competitive edge to her then. All right. How about for you?
I'm also in mathletes and speech, so I like those two for the competitive aspect of it. I'm also in track, cross country, and NHS.
Wow. A lot going on here.
I'm in the school's AFGROTC, and on that I'm starting actually a speaking team there too. I'm also involved in most of the drama department at Shepard, the fall play, GI, and contest play that's going on right now.
All right, good luck with those. I know those are a lot of fun too. The next competitive thing going on for the performers, the speech team people. How about, I'll include the juniors, but Macy, let you start off. Plans after high school. Enjoy high school. You got a couple months left still, but what's happening after?
Yeah, college. So that, and I want to eventually go into law. So for my undergrad, I'm majoring in English or poli-sci. And right now, I'm in between Notre Dame and University of Michigan.
Well, both excellent schools. Good luck. Those are great options. Enzo, do you know what you're doing after high school yet? It's a ways off still, but are you thinking that way yet?
I would love to go to Urbana-Champaign for engineering. That's like my dream school.
All right, excellent option.
I'm looking to also go into law at UIC in Chicago.
Well, you got to be proud of this crew here. Huh? A lot of great things going on here. All right, and then the final question for everybody here, or three questions, I guess. But favorite public speaker, who would it be?
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
He's a Sahabi, Mufti Mink. He's really inspirational when he's talking about topics of Islam on YouTube and things like that.
Mr. Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Viola Davis.
All right, I'm going to have to put you on the spot. Maybe I'll come back to it. I want to know why Mr. Rogers. Muhammad spoke to it. How about why Barack Obama?
I just think he's a very educated, powerful speaker, very motivating and inspiring.
Okay. Mr. Rogers?
So the story with that is that in the 70s, Mr. Rogers had to testify before Congress to stop the funds from being cut to the public broadcasting service. And he talked about the importance of his message of like kindness to children, and he argued that people needed his message. And that was really inspiring.
Let's say it doesn't sound like something you should have to defend, right? Like why this is an important thing to provide. Macy, what about for you?
Well, Viola Davis, she did a commencement speech, and it's one of my favorite speeches ever. And I read her book, and she's just such an inspirational person.
It sounds like there's definitely a theme here, the inspirational quality to a good speaker. All right, so here's the fantasy question for all of you. You get to be the person that someday somebody's going to talk about, like they heard you speak or they saw your speech. What audience would you like to speak to? What topic would you speak on, do you think?
Right now, I would have to say I'd like to speak to the joint session of Congress, and I would urge them to put country over politics.
It definitely is a very, very live topic right now, and it would be nice if they could arrive at that point somehow, right? That would be the inspirational speech I would love to hear too. Muhammad, how about for you?
In the short term, it would be at the smaller elementary schools to get kids ready for high school. I'm the eldest in my family. I was ready for high school, especially freshman year, and I hope to get the oldest in their generations ready. But eventually in the future, I would also like to speak at Congress, and in the same way my speech code would like it, I would like country over politics than anything.
I would like to speak to our incoming middle schoolers about the speech team. That's what I would want to do.
I like it. We got a whole range here. Macy, how about you?
The nice thing about deck is that I kind of get free reign to do exactly that and talk about whatever I want. So I would talk to Congress or the Illinois legislature about women's reproductive rights.
All right. I like it. You got some reaching out in a variety of ways to different audiences on some very important and powerful topics, including inspiring the young people. Final question for all of you. What do you like best about being part of the speech team at Shepard, whether as a coach or as a team member?
Well, I definitely enjoy watching my team have fun in the competitions at the tournaments. I love to see them hone their skills and win tournaments. For me, it's all about watching them grow as speakers.
Let's say there is something rewarding about watching them grow, but watching them have fun, watching them compete, especially when they have some success, it's a great feeling, isn't it? Yeah. Mahal, what do you like best about being part of the speech team?
My favorite part are competitions, because there's a special sense of camaraderie, but also competition between each and every competitor at these tournaments. You know, everybody's going through the same stresses and trying to manage it all, but you also know that you have to do better than the person next to you to achieve your higher goal.
I like the connection between competition and camaraderie. That's part of it in both ways with your team members, but also, athletes or competitors from other programs, right? Enzo, how about you?
We get a lot of downtime at the competitions just because of the nature of it. So you really get to know your teammates and just have fun with all of them.
It is funny, for all the competitiveness and the nervousness and the high energy, there are these stretches where you get to just spend time with each other or, from other teams. Macy, how about for you?
I think the variety of events in speech really provide a space for everybody. So having a team where everybody's in something quite different from your event is really cool to get to know one another and have the support of a team while doing an individual thing is something you don't really get often.
You're right. Speech is interesting that way. Maybe in some ways like track or swimming, there's multiple events, very different events that can tap into different talents or different interests. Thank you, Macy, Enzo, Mohammed. Congratulations, Coach, on this year. Congratulate you all. Good luck, Macy College. You guys, good luck next year. All right.
Thank you.
I'm Dave Wurzel, and you've been watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the speech team at Allenby Shepard High School. Thank you for watching.